Morning everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing great, although I'm probably gonna get angry in this video because today we're gonna be taking a look at some good old-fashioned e-begging. But surprisingly, it's not coming from DSP, it's coming from Reforge. Now, I'm sure all of you have seen the clips by now of Reforge manipulating his audience and trying to fearmonger them into giving him money. But just in case you haven't, we're still gonna be watching the clip. But I felt like, that's not really enough for a full video. The clip of Reforge e-begging is only like a minute long, and so I had to find something else to at least add like another minute or so to this video. I have no idea how long this is gonna be, by the way. So on top of going over Reforge's e-begging, we're also gonna be talking about Jaydub. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who he is, and we are actually going to use math in order to prove how little of a life this guy has. It may sound weird, but just trust me. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this Reforge clip. Now, fair warning, this might actually make you a little bit angry. I know this clip definitely made me angry the first time I saw it. So here we go. Let's get into this. Oh boy.
I'm be 100% real with y'all, okay? Now just listen to me now. If y'all like the fact that live shows like mine don't run ads automatically and constantly disrupt the show, you gotta consider supporting, because YouTube is a business. And they might start forcing us to run ads if we're not generating enough, support.
Jesus Christ, this is so manipulative. This is like the textbook definition of fear-mongering. I've been in the YouTube partner program for over a year now, and I can say with 100% confidence they have never once even teased the idea of forcing us to run mid-roll ads during streams. We get the option to run mid-roll ads during streams, but we are not forced to, and as far as I remember, they have not even suggested the possibility of forcing us to do that. Yes, YouTube is a business and they have to make money, but they're already making a ton. Obviously, they could force us to run mid-roll ads to make more, but they would catch so much crap for that. I think they would go back on it immediately. Remember when Microsoft tried to double the price of Xbox Live Gold overnight for no reason, and they got so much backlash they went back on it within like a day? I feel like it would be a similar situation to that. But I feel like what's most disgusting about this whole clip to me is the fact that he has the audacity to say, oh, he's not getting enough support, when in this one stream he has gained 56 members. You saw that in the bottom left, right? And no, that's not his total members. Click on any of his streams. That counter is started from 0 every single stream. He has gained 56 members in that one stream, and he still thinks that's not enough support. Do you know how lucky you are to be in a position where you can just sit on your ass and talk about video games for a few hours a day, and people will hand you money for doing that? The only support you should expect from your audience is them to watch your videos. Videos and streams on YouTube are a product, and people buy them with their time. If people want to go the extra mile and give you their hard-earned money, you better be grateful for that, dude. These people don't owe you anything, and yet here you are trying to fearmonger people into giving you more money when you have already gained 56 members on a 2.5 hour stream. Actually, sorry, by the end of the stream he hits 57. That means on average he was getting 1 member every 2.5 minutes, and the cheapest tier he has is $5 a month, meaning that at minimum, after you factor in the 30% cut that YouTube takes, this guy made $200 from new memberships on this stream alone. That doesn't include super chats, and that doesn't include all the members he already had before this stream, and it doesn't include ads and all that stuff. You really don't seem to have any idea how lucky you are to be in this position, Reforge. Now, if you did something like Alex, where people were like spamming emojis or whatever from the memberships, and then you were like, yo guys, if you want these emojis, then just head down to the description and hit join, that wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't give a damn. The problem is you're being a manipulative piece of garbage about it. I mean, you're basically saying that if we are forced to run mid-roll ads on streams, it'll be the audience's fault for not giving us enough of their money. All right, I gotta move on to the second part of the clip. I could rant about this all day.
If I'm gonna stream for 2.5 hours, I really hope YouTube never runs some kind of a metric that's like, hey, servicing up live streams isn't cheap, it's not free, you gotta run ads all the time now. So Once they move the ads to chat, we will. Yeah, eventually they're going to only put ads in the chat. So if I run an ad, you'll see it in chat and it won't disrupt my video feed. But a really great way to avoid streamers running ads automatically is to support those streams, because I really hope they never turn that on automatically. That would be terrible.
God, the language this guy is using, he must have rehearsed this before he started this stream. I would not be surprised. All right, I need more money. What am I gonna do to get more from my audience? Ooh, what if I fearmonger over a non-issue by saying that YouTube might force us to run mid-roll ads if people don't give me enough money? Man, maybe all these bullies on the internet are right. Maybe I am like Jimmy Neutron. I sure feel as smart as him.
We've got to have money.
Yes, I know the tracking was bad on that clip. Shut up. I just wrestled with DaVinci for like a half hour trying to get that to work properly. That's the best you're getting, so sorry. But maybe if we had more no, I'm kidding. But going back to the way he talks real quick, it's just the way he says like, oh, I don't want that to happen, but it could happen. Something about it just makes me really mad. And really quickly before we wrap up this clip, I want to play a clip from SpongeBob, which I think describes this situation the best. Please take a look.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am. Squidward?
I just like to imagine that Squidward is Reforge and SpongeBob is Reforge's support group at church after they find out that he begs for money online. And also, for those of you who have watched the channel for a while, you may know that I'm a history major in college right now, and I'm gonna make a bit of a history reference. It's also kind of a theological reference, but whatever. Reforge begging for money kinda reminds me of back during Martin Luther's time in the 1500s when the church tried to convince you that you could buy your way out of hell for a certain amount of money. Except in this scenario, you can buy your way out of having to watch stream ads. But anyway, now let's go ahead and look at somebody who might be even more pathetic than Reforge. That, of course, is Jdub. Now, you might be wondering why we're going to calculate how little of a life he has. And this is because at one point, I saw somebody reply to one of his tweets saying that he has like 270,000 tweets. And so I was in a call with a member the other day on Discord, and we decided to verify this via Social Blade, and we confirmed that Jdub has in fact made 278,000 tweets. Well, a little more than that, but we're rounding down, 1 to give him the benefit of the doubt and 2 to make things easier. Now, Jdub's account is almost 8 years old. He made it back in January of 2016, meaning it is 7 years and several months old. So we're gonna round up to 8 to also give him the benefit of the doubt. Now, let's take 278,000 and divide it by 8. We get 34,750. That's how many tweets he makes per year. Now let's divide that by 12 and figure out how many he makes per month. By the way, if you think these numbers are extreme, you can follow along on a calculator. But anyway, this gets us to 2,895.8333, etc. tweets per month. We round that down to 2,895. Now let's take that and divide it by 30, because yes, there are more 31-day months, but then February takes away a couple days, so we're just gonna say 30 for simplicity's sake. We get 96.5. That means he tweets 96 times a day on average. Now we take that and divide it by 24 and we get 4, meaning that on average, Jdub has tweeted at least 4 times an hour since he made his Twitter account back in 2016. That is once every 15 minutes, every day of every month of every year for the last 8 years. And that's assuming he stays awake for the entire 24 hours in a day, which obviously he needs to sleep, so he doesn't. Meaning that in reality, he tweets even more often per hour. If you ever feel like you're sad or pathetic, just remember that these two guys exist. Reforge is an e-beggar, and honestly, I think when you go to the Wikipedia article for Terminally Online, there should just be a screenshot of Jdub's Twitter. This is unironically unhealthy. This is actually like obsessive behavior. But yeah, anyway guys, with all that being said, that's gonna do it for this video. Basically what we learned is don't be terminally online and don't beg for money from other people. And don't fearmonger in order to get money out of people. Just every once in a while, remind them of the perks of your memberships. Maybe just suggest that they become members in passing or something. Just say, hey, you want this cool badge next to your name? Be sure to become a member. Don't lie and say YouTube is gonna force us to run ads during streams and imply that it's the audience's fault. It's just so scummy. But anyway, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you all next time.